In this view, I'll be continuing Skirk's story quest.
All things come to an end. Even time itself.
It's been really good so far, so I'm interested to see what happens next. I get Trial Skirk and Lumine. This place looks interesting. I think we're just about to go fight the thief who was stealing stars or something. Also the one who stabbed me in my dream. Oh.
Water jet!
Into the void!
That's a lot of damage.
Extinguished! Mine to wield.
She actually does a lot of damage.
Look at all these spikes! Careful, don't get hit! You know what? Paimon's just gonna float behind you. Come on,
I've had practice dodging those.
Water jet!
Annihilate. Mine to wield. Hey, what are you two doing here? Dusty. Could be an abandoned house. Let's press on.
What research are they doing? They're pretty easy to dodge.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place? Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything!
This should be the place where you were attacked, Traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
Ah, this is actually where I was in my dream. That's interesting. If I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from my wound back then, yes, I can sense something, and it is nearby. But I can't tell the exact location. Nothing exact, but I know it's nearby.
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case. Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Oh.
Hold on! Look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with. If you're too reckless, we might be playing right into his hands.
I mean, they're pretty easy to dodge anyway.
Our enemy took part of your soul for a reason. It's likely he integrated it into his attack somehow. If we're smart about this, we can track it down.
Oh. That's interesting. Ah, go ahead. I got hit once. Oh, cutscene. Wait, is it? Yeah, I think this is cutscene. They're very fast.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Wait, why is it not attacking me? Oh, that's not good. Is it gonna take her soul? Yeah, stop it. You alright? That thing was... Oh. She just ripped it out. Is that my soul? Oh, wait, is it?
There. I got it back.
Oh, okay, that was pretty easy.
Traveler! Skirk!
Is she... I guess she's used to having her arms and legs cut off and stuff.
What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
In the Gwale Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because of your ability to, as you put it, purify abyssal power.
Oh, so it wanted my ability to purify abyssal power so it could defeat Skirk, since she uses abyssal power?
Whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible.
Oh.
Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
So you were his real target? He was after you from the very beginning?
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate, if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for arbitrary coincidences like this. In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
But you...
I'll cope.
Has she had her abyssal power taken away?
Well, done gorging? Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Oh,
The all-devouring narwhal?
that's her pet.
Oh, of course! Paimon knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
Oh,
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength.
interesting.
Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
Oh,
Foul.
is that...
Dares call him foul.
That's his name. That's his title, that's what everyone calls him. He seems
What's
to
wrong?
really like
Bit off
Sertologi.
more power than you can chew. You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
More of these.
Those obsessed with power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit.
What should we do now?
Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Skirk was stabbed by one of those spikes while retrieving the fragment of my soul, and in the process, some of her power was stolen. The culprit is hiding somewhere beyond the fog. I have a good understanding of his attack pattern from the fight just now. If we pursue him, our chances of winning are high. But Skirk's breathing is weaker than usual. If we attack now, I can't guarantee her or Paimon's safety. It's a hard decision to make, but I think we should get out of here.
Wise decision. Final victory doesn't always come after a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be for long.
I'm surprised she's actually wanting to leave.
Get us out of here, Traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
I thought she'd be willing to sacrifice. Try to feed him. Oh. I didn't have my hands on the keyboard.
Skirk, is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
I just fell. It just pushed me off.
Falling spikes!
Ugh, very big one. This isn't much damage. They just pushed me off. Again. Can I just run away? Okay, I can.
Watch out! Looks like this place is about to collapse!
I'm very low.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions only get you so far. I needed to verify it for myself.
Okay, I made it.
Phew. Oh, we should be safe here, right?
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
The Ordering Narwhal. With its power, he even managed to steal from evil people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole.
Wait, a planet whole?
It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is what it does best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual.
That was less aggressive than
It's a
usual.
different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space.
That sounds very...
But I
bad.
hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master.
Yeah, hearing you say the fowl definitely got a reaction out of him.
Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got what we came for. And I believe that brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're whole again, you can get back to your own journey.
I can...
I'll handle the rest of this situation myself.
I can help you, though.
No way! We can't leave now. Something was stolen from you because of us. We have to help you get it back.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
But what if that monster finds you before you're all better?
So she's trained me for this, so...
Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Not without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
It's not out of pity. You said I don't want to be in your debt. Well, I still am.
Fair enough. Then take this.
What is it?
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and decide where to go.
Okay.
Shouldn't linger.
We should take Skirk somewhere she can rest. But where?
Double Skirk.
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk wouldn't like being around a lot of people. Oh wait! Baiju said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he? Let's head there!
We're both wearing the different outfits.
He'll know something about Master. I'm sure of it. Next time, I need to be ready.
How's the shoulder? The outfit looks different. Let's go.
Fine. It was just a scratch.
You got stabbed.
It'll take time to recover my strength, of course. But adapting to situations like this is nothing new for me.
Your outfit looks different.
No, this. It's a star crystal suit. Abyssal energy is scarce in Tivat. Wearing this helps me access it more freely. It stores concentrated abyssal energy that I can draw from on the go. When the energy runs out, it reverts back to its original form.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. That explains why it changes.
Found somewhere to rest. Well, lead the way then.
Boomer Pharmacy.
Annihilate!
I like how she has the two swords. Also the tail was cool.
Huh. This bag from Skirk has a ton of Mora in it. Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like... I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss.
Why is she speaking like that?
Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met?
This is a much calmer voice. With her.
Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met?
Yeah, this voice is so much calmer.
Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did you do to get all this Mora?
Ugh. Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
You heard all that?
She was listening to you, Paimon.
A
You're talking so
sonorous
loudly.
voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest mountaintop.
That's true. Well, ours. It is.
Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, What did she do to get all this Mora?
It's definitely a lot less than
Did you by
before.
chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
Joke.
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
Yes, you did, eh? Paimon's whispering needs some work. Yeah, Paimon always talks very loudly.
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird nicknames.
Yeah, I don't think that's true.
Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
Ugh. I
Yes.
noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
You're the one who just got stabbed, though.
Wait, what about you?
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work. That should help me regain some strength.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually.
I don't think she will.
Let's get some sleep, Traveler. That comfy bed is calling, Paimon.
Skirk is stubborn. Even if I try to convince her to take it easy, I doubt she'd listen. Paimon was right. Skirk will stop and take a break when she gets tired. I hope I should get some sleep. I hope. I should get some sleep. Nah, she's gonna be training all night. It sounds very tired. Of course she's acting like she didn't just get stabbed in the shoulder. Huh? Something seems off of her though. She's been training too much. Wait, me? Who's she talking to? There's no one around unless... someone invisible?
Do you even remember how many of us perished
Oh.
in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
It's
Keep your
those
gaze
kind of...
fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running, and don't ever look back.
Right, in that dream I witnessed, Skirk was training alone, but there were disembodied voices talking to her. One of them mentioned a fire. I wonder what happened exactly. If only she could just talk to us. Pour her some tea.
Getting an early night's sleep is the best. That bed was so comfy. Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
Wait, you were in the way, Paimon. Recovered your strength yet?
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days. That was fast.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Maybe it's because of the spike that stabbed you.
No, I think the problem's with me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days. Deep introspection should help me find the issue.
Ooh, sounds intense. We'll watch over you in the meantime, then.
Probably... just thinking about what's happened in the past
Thanks.
for her.
See you in 2 days.
Oh. That's her idol animation. I guess that's what she's doing when she's in her idol.
Morning!
That was quite a few days.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now?
No idea. Maybe it's not going too well.
Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Skirk is gonna be starving when she wakes up. Be right back.
Ah, that's nice. Pam's actually getting food. Skirk looks so serene, almost like she really is asleep. What? What happened? Oh. You again. What are you doing here? What? Wait, what is this? I'm in the domain? Whoa. This place feels familiar, but where am I exactly? It looks very pretty. There are towering cliffs, withered trees, and a strange river flowing from the horizon all the way here. It's broken up several times along the way, with a waterfall at each breaking point. This is a pretty looking place. On closer inspection, the colour of the water is changing. The closer I get to the lower portion, the darker it becomes, almost as if... As if what? Did you bring me here? Then that must mean this is...
That's right. This
Oh.
is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams.
It has a voice.
This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then.
It talks, so you can speak.
Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too. Call it fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right?
Skirk said the same thing.
Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come here, so what's your impression of this place?
What is that river? Why are there so many cliffs and waterfalls?
Oh, you noticed.
I don't know how I wouldn't notice.
This river represents Skirk's strength.
Ah,
Strength
okay.
accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past.
Who she
And all she
was.
sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of
'cause-
reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
Because she thinks it's her fault that her village burnt down and her parents died. Is that what she thinks? Wait, that reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak. And become master over your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
I see. So it was Sotologi who taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason. And since then, it's been a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. I suppose that's the secret to her strength. That's quite sad, though. That's such a sad thing to think about. What has she been through? Why does it have to be this way? But I've seen what she's been through.
The answer to one mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart, lies the truth of it all. Soon, you'll understand everything.
Okay. This is one of these things. What? That's the thing. That's the thing that was in the cutscene at the start of the game. The Sustainer of Heavenly Principles. Wait, what is it? This is the coastline. Huh? I recognize the drawing on sand. Wait, isn't that the picture I drew for Paimon? Why is it showing up in Skirk's memories? It also showed in the animated short.
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
Why? After thinking about it, it's not surprising at all. After what happened at One Restaurant, it's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She hasn't seen Child in years, either. I doubt she's ever made a connection with this world of her own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life.
Seems like you've answered your own question. Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going. It's still a long way to the source of the river.
Yeah, it is quite far. So she actually saw us at the start of the game? Wait, can I take screenshots? Oh no, I can't. That's sad. Oh.
You now have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more.
Is this sociology? Yeah, it is.
No one can become a worthy warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
You wish me to travel the world beyond on my own, Master?
Indeed. Make new friends. Embark on your own journey. And piece together a new future from the shattered remnants of your past.
What? Oh.
We will still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day,
Whoa.
I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to
Why?
ashes. Just like the fire that haunts your mind.
Why? Why would you do that? This is a crazy scene. So this is what Sociology looks like? Why is he doing this? Why?
Why do you do that?
I have told you before, fear is the catalyst for human evolution. You have tasted loss. You have known fear, so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time, and the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood, or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the cost.
What? Why? That figure next to Skirk looks familiar. Right, I saw the same figure during the battle against the Ordering Narwhale.
That is what Skirk's master, the foul Sertologi, looked like at one point in time.
At one point in time, so he can change form?
Of course. As a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I used to think Sociology and Skirk were just master and disciple, like Skirk and child. Now I see why Skirk chose to distance herself from humanity. Sociology told her to put down roots here, while at the same time threatening to destroy whatever life she manages to create. I already knew Sociology was really awful though.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
So that's what she meant. I still don't understand why Sociology would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up on a conflict between them.
I'll let you in on a little secret. The real Sertologi is terrifying.
That's not surprising.
The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute, the power to crush all things. Shall we keep going? Let's see. We're about halfway there.
So Sociology also isn't from Teyvat then. Wait, did we know that? Or? I don't don't think I remembered that, or knew that. Oh, young Skirk. There's so much art in this quest. It's really cool. This must be Skirk when she was a kid.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sertologi.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
But you
Can I ask
broke
a
her
question,
wrist.
Master? Why did you save me?
He didn't.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you.
Oh. What's the plan? So
It has
there.
been too long since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee. So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary, in the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but faint murmurs that disappear into the void. You of all people know that well.
Yes, Master.
Don't listen to him.
From that day forward, all she knew was grueling training, emptiness, and fatigue.
That is really sad.
After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel. I suppose it was at this point that she became the Skirk you know today.
So, Sertologi saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child and never even tried to hide his ulterior motive? Why didn't she run away and... I guess she wanted to get stronger. I suppose that leaves one final mystery. What really happened with the disaster back then? Sertologi's final word to Skirk were cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction made it seem like it was a truth she knew all too well. I have a feeling it all comes back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we? This is the final stretch.
Still seems to be quite a bit more.
These are Skirk's happiest memories.
Oh, she's actually smiling. First time actually seeing her happy.
What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child, always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea, the secrets beyond the stars, and that merchant ship packed with adults wearing those strange clothes. Yes, the ship. That was the beginning of the end.
Is that the people that attacked her village? And killed her parents?
When it arrived,
Oh.
the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet, looking to establish trade. Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors, everyone welcomed the newcomers with open arms and allowed them to explore the planet. To them, the visitors were guests and should be treated with hospitality.
And they just randomly killed them all?
No one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet.
Why?
Skirk had skipped school that day, like so many times before.
Aww.
So she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day, only fire and ruin awaited her. Countless people cried out to her for help. People she knew and loved. Friends and relatives. The little girl who lived next door. The shop owner with the bad leg. The bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning. Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run.
This is so sad.
So she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path.
Sartalogi?
If Sertologi hadn't been there in that moment, the fire would have claimed her life too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
But was going with Skirk actually any better? So why did those people destroy her homeland?
Because she and her people were seen as a threat.
A threat? Did they do something bad?
As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability to adapt to any type of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them
Why?
as a potential threat, and decided to eliminate them before the threat could rear its head. And so, the army was called.
That makes no
And the
sense.
so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet.
That makes no sense. They just killed them all because they learned to adapt to their own planet. That makes no sense at all. Just because of speculation? All those innocent people.
Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well.
Was Sashalogi one of the people in that group?
If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
Now I see why Sashalogi's threat is such a terrifying prospect for her. And now I see why she distances herself from the world.
No one wants to relive their most painful moments. Well, that brings us to the end of the story. This is as far as we can go.
Can I just get back in my spaceship and destroy that planet of the people that attacked them?
Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us.
I guess it's probably like... They're probably not all bad, it's just... certain people from that planet, I guess.
Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill my purpose. And my greatest wish over all these years.
It's super sad though. Oh, there she is.
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation, even if it takes an argument to get there. And she is the best choice in this moment.
Wait, then you must be... just a different version of
Suppressed
Skirk?
emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable.
She is listening to Sashalogi. We shouldn't believe anything Sashalogi says.
Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
The difference is that I'm doing what is right, what is necessary. I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
Don't freeze it.
Exactly what we need.
Oh, it broke out.
Curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Because she's
Finally, you get to the important part.
trapped her emotions.
That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world. You cast aside your dreams and curiosity, and in doing so, you lost your original motivation. You severed all connection to who you used to be, so you can no longer draw strength from your past. Now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. The fact that she transcended time and broke free from her constraints, come and face you, that proves it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here would be the right choice. To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever. I know you will never forget that fire. I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope, at least, that you can let go.
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
Oh? Wait, she said...
Dad and I, we're not afraid
here?
to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many amazing things out there, and I'm ready to see them all.
Oh, but she didn't get to... She broke free.
I remember. There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went out to fetch water. Dancing water. The sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish, then I will carry you with me until the end.
Thank you.
I should be thanking you.
Cutscene. Is this her home planet?
Run, Skirk, run! Remember,
That's
leave no one alive!
guilt.
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did
Did you become a positive light in this world?
Yes.
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end.
Is that young version of her?
Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Oh, the music. This is actually really emotional. Oh, good ending.
So, you saw my memories then. I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive.
That isn't true strength. Power's not a substitute for doing what is right.
That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that fire. One in which power was not the law of the land. But that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Surtologi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order.
Sounds like you have your work cut out for you.
And not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy.
What? Why?
Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't respect him. He intends to face you in battle one day.
And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on his word. I have to treat everything he says as a promise.
Oh, there's the music in the background as well.
He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an answer to one of my questions. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've built to pieces. Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life. I don't know what Master has planned, but I have to be ready.
If he does attack you one day, I'll help you.
Help me? Why? This isn't your fight.
Because if we want to build the world we both want to see, everyone has to be willing to fight for it. If we all do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. Wow. This is a super pretty place. Especially now. I'm so sad I can't take screenshots here. Leave together. Skirk gazes into the distant sky. There's nothing else to do here. Should I leave? I kinda don't want to. It's such a pretty place. But I have to.
Oh, you're finally awake! Honestly, Paimon was gone for like 2 seconds and then she comes back and finds you both unconscious? Oh, you scared Paimon half to death!
Oh yeah, we were asleep the whole
You're
time.
both okay, right?
What does it look like?
It looks like your strength is back. You look stronger than ever.
Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth that flows from the past into the future. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey into how you fight. I suppose what happened today will become an inseparable part of who I am.
Okay, so Paimon feels like she's missing some important context.
Yeah, kind of.
Whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks! Let's dig in!
The three of you enjoy some snacks.
All right. It's about time we finished what we started.
We're gonna deal with this thief for good, right?
Finally, let's show them what we're made of. Wait, is this not-
This time, I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But having digested even more power in the meantime, he's going to be tougher than before. The good news is, we have no reason to pull our punches this time. So, let's go. Same place as last time.
Oh, okay. Wait, how much longer is this? Is this gonna have a whole... I don't know how long this is gonna take. Okay, maybe I'll do this in the next episode. Because I probably don't have time to do it now. That was very good quest so far. It's not even over.
Ad Astra Abbott.
This
Thank
might
you
be...
for completing today's commission.
This might even be like the best story quest in the game, maybe. Like, maybe even better than... I think it probably is better than Nouvelette's, actually. Nouvelette's was my favorite before, though.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome.
But I think this is the best quest, best story quest now. thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, then you want to watch more of my Genshin and Star Rares. So I'll pass on screen if you want to watch. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.